Hey guys, Steve Lynch here. I hope you're having a great evening. I wanted to take a few moments and provide some clarity. Over the past 24 hours, I had a speech that I delivered out in Harrisburg, and there's a clip of the speech that has been shared around, and it's gone all over the place. And the clip of the speech is about 1 minute and 20 seconds long. The speech I delivered yesterday was probably about 13 minutes. So there was a lot involved with that speech. And the clip that was taken from the specific speech does not give you full context of what it is that I'm discussing. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to actually come on here. I wanted to verbalize and share with you the press release that I'm going to be releasing so that there's total clarity and understanding with the comments that I made, and there should be no confusion moving forward with what I meant by what I said. So I actually want to read you the press release. And then just hopefully again provide some further clarity. So this is what's going out. I want to clarify the story about my comments made yesterday in Harrisburg. At no point did I threaten the current school board members in Northampton with physical violence. Now, I've already seen organizations like Occupy Democrats already. They took what I said and they added words to it. So you can go look at my speech, listen to my speech, and then actually read their article. You'll see they add, and the words are key. They do that on purpose. My intent was to raise public awareness to the current events happening in our local communities, which have been run by elected officials who deem our belief in personal freedom as unimportant. When stating that I was going to recruit citizens to mobilize against our school boards, the intent was to show the power of grassroots movement to use their voice and create change in a system that works against the will of the people. By strong men, I was referring to the many in my local community who have become active in wanting to get involved in these local important issues, but were afraid to have their voices heard in our political discourse until now. Adding to this, my other intention was to eliminate the intimidation and harassment that was reported to me by parents at the school board meetings. I was told that moms had been bullied by the school board and told to shut up. Now, they're projecting that I am doing some intimidation factors when literally inside the school board meetings, the parents who, by the way, reached out to me to help them with what's going on in the school boards, they're the ones being intimidated and harassed, for the record. My campaign slogan is "We the People means you," because I believe that democracy works when citizens are allowed to use their individual and collective power to voice their dissent against mandates that affect their everyday lives. To the members of the Northampton School Board, by no means did I intend to threaten physical violence against you and your peers. While I do not agree with your unilateral decisions that affect our children, I respect our institutions and wish to incite change through the peaceful democratic processes that I and so many other Americans cherish. When I discussed the school board being removed, I was referring to how parents in other states had gone into school board meetings, presented their case for the board to be terminated, replaced the school board with other parents, and immediately voted down mask mandates. So now you have some context of what I was referring to when I was talking about going into these school board meetings and removing the school board. If you had done any research, you would know that this had taken place in different states across the country in different school boards. My focus was to help the parents do this. Hopefully that provides some further clarification. Again, never did I intend to have people physically removed and assaulted. I have been very vocal regarding the death and destruction caused by groups like Antifa and how they are a domestic terrorist organization. These types of tactics go against everything I stand for. Violence is not the answer. One of the reasons I'm running for public office is because I love this country and I want to ensure a bright future for my children and all the children of my community. At no point will I work against the institutions put in place to do just that, but rather my goal is to use those institutions to create change. So I wanted to share this with you. I wanted to take time. I did not want to leave this unanswered. Way too much was going on. I had way too many people inquiring about it. I mean, I also had the vile and vulgarity that's been flooding my messages and the post. It's unbelievable. I don't expect much different because this is how these individuals operate. But this way, at least you have context to the statement that I made during the speech and a really good explanation of how and what my intention was with regards to the school board meeting and helping the parents because this was never about me. I was reached out to this past week from the parents. If you go back before this week, I wasn't involved in doing anything with the school boards. They reached out to me for help because the school boards, in the last minute before the school year was getting ready to take place and start, these individuals had meetings right at the last minute to call. They were going to be mask optional. Let's not forget this. They were told 2 months ago, we're going to do mask optional. And I had said to parents, I said, don't count your chickens before they hatch. I wouldn't be surprised if in the last minute, the school board was going to do exactly what they did. And they did exactly what the parents didn't want to do. So again, hopefully this provides some clarity and gives you much greater context of the statements that were made. And I'll leave you with one other thought. When I was out there delivering the speech, if what was said about my speech is true, all the things that are floating around right now, explain to me while at the event, women, teachers, mothers, all people, we had such a phenomenal conversation after the fact. There were people that wanted to get involved with what I was doing. So ask yourself, if what was floated out about what I said and these videos were giving you the total truth, you honestly think that these women and children that I had a chance to talk with after the fact and students would have stayed there and wanted to talk with me? They would have wanted to run away from me. But no, that did not happen. You can actually go view everything. I did an entire Facebook Live on the whole event. So again, it's really nothing new. This is how the left operates. They will take things out of context or not give you the full context. So I'm here to give you the full context. And you got to remember this. Everything that I've done, whether I'm running for office, events that I've been at, helping with healthcare workers, helping now with some of the parents' needs with the school boards, it's always been peaceful. You can't point to one thing that I've done and said it's anything but peaceful. There is no footage. If it wasn't, why wouldn't I have already had charges pressed against me? So we have to use some common sense and understand I'm out there very strongly against how this system is operating. What's happening right now should be no shock to individuals that have been following me. Should be no shock at all. So again, please share this video. The reason I wanted to get on and record this for you as well, not just share the press release, is so you can actually share the video so other people can watch it as well and actually get full context to what was actually said and what the meaning of what was said during that speech was all about. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Have a great night.